up, YouTube? Topaz Jace back for another album review, and this one is to that Future EVOL. And pretty much this came out because Future and DJ Khaled signed deals with Apple Radio. And my thing about Future, man, I definitely believe he's a very talented writer. It's just he doesn't take any time to perfect anything, man. One, and two, he constantly is just coming out with music because he wants to take advantage of being in the limelight. And you know, that's cool, get your motherfucking money, but yet ultimately you can't take away from the fact that a lot of his music sounds very fucking similar. Like, take that In Her Mouth, man, where he's pretty much doing some trap rap here. And what I like to classify trap rap is it's not really punchlines, it's more exaggerated lifestyle of the dope boys type trait that they try to pass off as punchlines and everything, man. You getting to hear a lot of that throughout this entire project, but that's really what this song is. But yet, you cannot tell me that there aren't any similarities to this and that Commas track. Take that Xanny Family, where he's pretty much rapping about his stable of women and the benefits that they get for being in his stable, which is like the top shelf drug. You can't tell me that there aren't any similarities to that where you're at. And this is why a lot of top shelf MCs and such, man, whenever they drop a project, they disappear for months on end. The best of them can disappear for like 2 years and then come back later. They disappear because they trying to figure out new things to rap about, experiment with new sounds, try to expand their motherfucking horizons. While dudes like Future, he's gonna constantly keep dropping the same shit because it doesn't take much for him to make these tracks, obviously. Like, he just dropped Purple Rain not that long ago. But once you get past the similarities, man, then you start beginning to understand the things that he's saying. It becomes very entertaining. Like that song Photocopy that I like for the bounce and shit that was with it, man. What he's rapping about there is how he knows these chicks out here are gonna fuck him because they're photocopies of these other chicks that he's already fucked. And there's some fucking truth to that shit. You'd be surprised how similar everybody is on this planet. You're just in a different fucking place. That Lie to Me was pretty cool, where he's pretty much talking about how his homies is gonna ride for him, but he knows that these chicks that he's dealing with is gonna lie to him as they go. But yet, with him getting the fame, that shit kind of flips. He know dudes that's tripping out on him because he got all of the women and shit that they motherfucking want, and he know these chicks that's gonna be cool and shit with him, but yet he knows that they're dating and messing with somebody else. Low Life was rather interesting damn track, you dig? Like, pretty much what he's saying is the same shit that Jeezy and all of them used to say, like, I make music for the trappers. He's pretty much saying, I make music for the low lives and everything like that, man. And that's where shit really gets fucked up, you dig? Because that's not really true. Like, he's really making music for a lot of the youths and such that really ain't about that life, at least not yet. And this is a conversation that I've had with my homie multiple times, in which this is why he feels as though he quit the damn music game, because all of music is coming out to criminalize youngsters. Pretty much glorifying the criminal activity and all of that shit, man. And I can somewhat feel that, especially with tracks like this that come out, man. But ultimately, people gonna get their motherfucking money. And you as the individual can't let a musician push you towards the dark side of things that you don't want to do. Most people do that shit because they were going to do it anyway. But probably my favorite song off of this would be that Fly Shit Only, where he's pretty much talking about his standards as far as women, as far as clothes, as far as everything. And that's one consistent thing that Future has done throughout a bunch of his projects, man. He always ends it on a good note. He always tries to put one of his better tracks at the fucking end, and you gotta give him mad props for that. Overall, with this album being even more of the same, man, it still has its moments. And as I said, writing wise, man, as far as concepts and shit go, not so much punchlines, man. This guy Future is pretty talented, so it's definitely worth a listen, but it's not that great. I give this project, man, a 5 out of 10. But this concludes today's review, and now we're gonna jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Alchemy Beats before we jump into the news, and then jump into an article from downloadpads.com. So did you guys see that Meek Mill got sentenced for his parole violation and such for 90 days of house arrest, and then he got like 6 more years put onto his damn probation? Like, that shit is fucking ridiculous. For a dude who only got 2 years maximum and he's already done 4 months and shit, it kind of comes off like, why you want to do 6 more years on parole and shit, man, when you could just knock that shit the fuck out? But I guess that's easy for me to say because nobody really wants to go to fucking jail. Is it worth being on parole for 6 fucking years and you can tell they're gonna keep on fucking with you like this? I don't know, but hopefully he'll get off that shit sooner, but knowing Pennsylvania, he won't. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpads.com, and today's article is about long deals, because a lot of rappers think they got it made if they sign to a major record label for like 6-7 motherfucking years and shit, when nah bruh, you fucked yourself over in the game. The longer your deal, the worse you are in this motherfucker. Because here's the thing, man, if you get hot within the first couple albums, then the most money that you're going to get is when you get back on the open market. But if you're signed to an extended deal, you're not going to be back on the open market until your buzz is over with. So therefore, you missed out on a lot of fucking money. That's why dudes like Dizzy Wright seem to have a bright future with his label collapsing and shit, because he just started to come up, but yet his label's falling apart, so he'll be on the open market shortly. You always want to avoid long deals wherever you fucking can, you feel me? Especially when dealing with a record label who will, out of spite, will just put you on the fucking shelf and not drop any of your projects and just hold on to you for 6 fucking years for no fucking reason, just because they don't like you because you did some shit. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.